Good afternoon, dear students. So, in this class, we'll study about the different types of estimates, time estimates by using the network diagram. So, how exactly it will come with the earlier start time and earlier finish time, latest start time and latest finish time. What do you mean by float? So, these terminologies, as well as how exactly we are going to find out these time estimates by using the network diagram. So, that one we'll study. Okay. Okay, the slides are visible now, right? Slides are visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so here activity time estimates. So in a particular project, so many activities will be there. So for that activities, it will be a different time estimates depends upon the interdependency between one activity to the other. Okay, so now you have learned already that how exactly you need to create the network diagram, and you have already studied about how exactly you need to calculate the critical path. Okay, so once you have finalized this particular network, the next step is to estimate the time required for the completion of each activity of the network. Okay, so that time estimates how we will calculate, we'll study in this class. Okay, and here in CPM only one time estimate is done for each activity. So in critical path method, for only one activity, for one activity only one time estimates will be there, whereas in case of under one technique, what we have studied in brief regarding PERT, program evaluation review technique. So in that PERT there are three different time estimates are there. So actually that is not there for your syllabus, only CPM is there for your syllabus. So we'll study only regarding the CPM, and in PERT, if you need extra knowledge, you can, we'll discuss those things in some other class. Okay, so in part optimistic, pessimistic, and most likely time estimates will be there. So actually it's not required as per your syllabus. Okay, so now we'll study the different time estimates what we are going to study in this. Okay, so there are four different time estimates. The first one is earlier start time. So this is earlier start time. Usually we will denote this one by the term EST. Okay, so whenever I say EST, you should come to know that it is earlier start time. Okay, so in a further part, I used to pronounce, or I used to say the word EST only instead of saying earlier start time entirely. Okay, so what exactly this earlier start time means? So here the earliest start time for an activity is the earliest time by which it can commence. So how much early you can conduct that particular activity, how much early you can start that activity, that time we can call it as earlier start time. For example, today it is going to start a one activity, so earlier start time will be 0 only, right? And here, for example, one activity which is going to start by today. Okay, so that particular activity's duration is around 10 days, but the total duration you got around 15 days, like. So here earlier start time in the sense how much early you can start that activity. So if you start it by today, that EST will become 0 only, because the time what you are going to study, what you are going to start, so that time it can be considered as EST. So if you start it by today only, that EST will be 0. Okay, so how much early you can start means, if they have assigned the work to you, if you have started today only, means that EST will become 0. Okay, so this is naturally equal to the earliest event time that is associated with the tail of the activity arrow. So this particular sentence, it can be shown by using the network diagram. So when we will study about the network diagram part, so usually this EST part will be there at the tail part of the activity. So you will be knowing about the tail as well as the head of an arrow. So usually where exactly it is going to start, So that part we can consider as a tail. So EST we can denote at that particular part. Okay. So moving on to the next part, and here I have wrote one more sentence that is from network diagram. Okay. So this particular EST value, whatever it is there, so this one we will find out by using the network diagram. Okay. So whenever we will solve the problem, you need to remember this particular sentence, that is EST will be finding out by using the network diagram. Okay. And next, moving on to the next time estimate, that is earliest finish time. Okay. So it is as simple as the earliest start time. So how much early you can start that particular activity, that duration you can say it as the earliest start time, and how much early you can complete that particular activity. So that completion period, we can say it as earliest finish time. Okay. So if an activity proceeds from its early start time and takes the estimated duration for completion, as I told in the example part, can you can mute it. Manu Dodmani, you can mute it. Yes, kindly mute audio as well as the video. If something you got doubt, you can ask. Okay. Okay. So it's visible now, right? The earliest finish time. So in this earliest finish time, we have given one example, that is one particular activity, it carries around 10 days of the duration, means 10 days required to complete that particular activity, right? So if you start at the day 0, so it can finish it at by the 10th day, right? So that 10th day only it call it as earliest finish time. So how much early you can finish that particular duration. If you delay it by 1 day, so that one it will becomes latest start time, right? And that latest start time duration will become 1 day there. So like that it differs with the earliest start time and latest start time. Okay. So hence the earliest finish time for an activity is defined as the earliest time by which an activity can be finished. So how much early you can finish it, that activity, no, that particular duration, we can call it as earliest finish time. Okay. And for that you will be having this formula, that is EFT is equals to EST. So this EST value we will find it out by using the network diagram. So I told in the previous slide. Okay. So this particular EST value we will find it out by network diagram, and whereas this EFT value we will find it out by using the table. Okay. A certain table is there. So in that table only we will find it out. So for that we need to use this formula, that is EST as well as activity of that, I mean activity duration. So a particular activity will be having this duration. So that duration we need to add for this EST. So directly you will get to know by this EFT value. Okay. So finding out EFT and LST are very easy. Once you find out this EST and LFT, so easily you can find it out by this EFT as well as LST. Okay. So only we'll discuss those general steps in further part, just to understand this terminologies now. Okay. So now latest start time. So latest start time for an activity is the latest time by which an activity can be started without delaying in the completion of the project. Okay. So if you want to, you got around 15 days of duration now, but that activity carries only 10 days of duration to complete that. So might be you can skip first 5 days and you can start it by 5th day to 15th day. However, it is you are having 5 days of extra, so that 5 days you can utilize it anywhere in between that 15 days. So where exactly you need to start that one, by latest. So that particular duration or that particular part we can call it as latest start time. Okay. So but it should not affect anything to the total duration. So if they have got if they have given you around 15 days of duration, only within that 15 days of duration only you need to complete that activity. So if you got around 5 days of buffer, so that buffer you can use it anywhere within that 15 days. Okay, so that is latest start time. And here it should be naturally equal to the latest finish time minus activity duration. So once if you find out this LFT value, so this LFT value you will find it out by network diagram. Okay, so this LFT value minus that particular activity duration, so that gives you directly LST value. Okay, so that is how you are going to finding out this LST value. So this LST value also you are finding out by using table. Okay, so fourth one, that is latest finish time. So here the latest time for an activity is the latest time by which an activity can be finished. So how much late it can get finished, but it should not affect anything to the total duration of that project. Okay, so or a particular activity. Okay, so that is the latest finish time. So this latest finish time we can find out by using network diagram. Okay, so you have already learned how to draw the network, right? So by using that network you will estimate around the times. So there exactly you will come to know about this LFT value. Okay, so these are the 4 different time estimates, and after this you'll get this float. Okay, so the term float is associated with the activity times, so it is purely dependent upon the time durations of each and every activities which are present in the network diagram. Okay, so this float that denotes the range within which an activity start time or finish time may fluctuate without affecting the completion of the project. So now whatever I told, right? So 10 days of activity duration will be there. You got 5 days, right? So that particular 5 days you can call it as what? Float. Okay, so whatever the gap you will get for an activity, so that gap you can call it as what? Float. So again here, but it should not affect anything to the total duration of the activity. And here you'll be having different types of floats, such as total float and then free float, independent float, and interfering float. So these two, third and fourth, which are not necessary for your syllabus, only we'll study about the total float now. So free float, it's just like a gap between from one activity to the other activity, where exactly it's going to be starts. So that one we will study now. So here the total float is the time span by which the starting or finishing of an activity can be delayed without affecting the completion of the project. So here you can see in this diagram, this is one particular activity. So whatever we have mentioned here, from this particular point to this particular point. Okay, so this particular from starting part of this project till here, the same activity will start. So here you can see the maximum available time, right? So we got a maximum available time for this particular activity. You can start from here, so that is considered as EST value. Okay, and next you can complete it as per the planning, that is with a total duration, so that is considered as EFT, earliest finish time. How much early you can start this activity means that time we can say it as EST. Okay, and how much early we can complete, that will be the EFT. Okay, and after that here you can see the same activity, we got this much gap. Okay, we got this much gap from here to here, and then we are going to start this. So this particular time we can call it as LST, latest start time, and then LFT, that is latest finish time, where exactly the same activity is going to be end. So here once you complete this, once you complete here, whatever the remaining time is there from here to the maximum available time, so this particular time we can call it as total float, or even we can denote it as by FT. Understand what is total float? And similarly here you can give the gap from the starting date of an activity, and then here you can start this. Okay, so here whatever the available time is there, that one we can call it as total float. Understand how exactly this total float will come? So within this maximum available time, so it should not affect anything to the total duration of this activity. Clear? But within which wherever you are going to adjust. So that remaining time duration from the maximum available time, this time we can consider as total float. Okay. So to find out this total float, there is one formula, that is total float is equals to LFT minus EFT. Okay. And or even you can use one more formula, LST minus EST. So this each and every things, it will be there from the table. So just you need to subtract those things from LFT. I mean LFT minus EFT also you can do, or else even you can use LST minus EST. Both will come same answer. Okay. So you have understood about the different terminologies regarding time estimates. If you are having any doubts, you can ask, or we'll solve the problems now. Yes. If you're having any doubts, you can ask, or just say that we can move ahead. Can somebody, if you're having doubts, else I can consider that you don't have any doubts and I will move further. Shall I?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Okay. So here, before solving the network diagram, first we'll study about some keynotes. It's like to solve this network diagrams, various procedures are there, various steps are there, various methods are there. So here we have considered the most simplest form, that to solve the network diagram, and it is having certain rules and regulations. So ultimately the time estimates will become same for all the different types of procedures. Okay, but the method, that how exactly we are going to solve, that one it will becomes bit vary from one method to other method. So that steps we need to study thoroughly. So first part, the first point, activity should be written on top of the arrow. Means here you can see this part, and before starting this I will suggest you one more thing. So yesterday you have tried to draw the network diagram. I'm very happy that you have tried in a well mode, but the thing is like that activity whatever you will write, so it should move from left to right, so that too in a forward direction, so it won't come in a reverse mode, it won't come in this way, it won't goes in this way. Okay, so it moves from in a forward motion from left to right. Might be it can go like this, correct? So like this you can draw the network diagram. Means why I am considering this, in the sense when you are finding out the time estimates, it becomes very difficult to go with that flow, and providing this particular arrow mark is much necessary in the network diagram, especially in this part where we will study about the different time estimates. So if you go in a reverse mode, again everything will get wrong. Okay, so you need to go according to that arrow path, then you will get the correct answers. Okay, so here one minute, the first part, that activity you need to write on top of the arrow, whereas the duration at the bottom of the arrow. So if activity name is not given, you can even take this duration place on top portion also. Okay, so activity always it should be on top of the arrow, and duration usually we will denote it at the below the arrow part. And these are the nodes, the circular part, what you can say, these are the node, and within that particular node we will give the numbers. Okay, so these are the node numbers. So here in the upcoming part of the problems, activities either it can be denoted by two nodes, such as 1 to 2, or directly it can mention by activity A. So 1 to 2 is also an activity, and even if it denotes by A, that also an activity. Okay, so now most important thing in this part, that is EST and LFT, they are like brothers now. So you just need to remember these things. The word EST and then LFT, here most of the students with this EST, they will consider as LST, but that is the wrong thing. So EST and LFT, they are found out by using the network diagram. So whatever the terms earliest start time and latest finish time, EST and LFT, they are found out by using the network diagram. Okay, and whereas the remaining two terminologies, that is EFT and LST, earlier finish time and latest start time. So they are calculated by using formula what we have studied in the previous time estimates. So that one directly you can enter in the table. Okay. So first you need to draw the network diagram. Okay. So from that network diagram, you will find out this term EST and then LFT, and based upon these terms we will calculate EFT and LST directly. Okay, and the next key points, this is also most important. So here while finding out EST from the network diagram, so these two brothers such as EST and LFT, so if you want to calculate this by using the network diagram, the condition is like we need to calculate this one by left to right. Means the network diagram will be, I will show you one network diagram. I think it's erased. I will tell you while solving the problem. Okay, so no need to worry in that. Just you need to say, so here the network diagram goes in this direction, right? So we need to calculate the EST in the forward motion. Okay, calculated by left to right, or even we can set as a forward direction. So in this way, okay, in the network diagram. And whereas LFT, it's we should come from the reverse mode. So no need to worry about these key points. Just you remember EST, we need to start from left to right, and LFT values from right to left. Means at the end of the node will be there. Okay, so here one node will be there, here one node. So different nodes will be there in the activity, I mean in the network diagram, right? We'll just give you one example so that things will get clear. Okay. Okay, so this is one network diagram now. So EST value will calculate from this motion. Okay, I mean the forward motion, whereas from the LFT value we will calculate it from the reverse mode. Okay, and here always you need to consider EST value as the maximum one. I need to mention that point. So here always we need to consider maximum EST value, and here LFT value always we need to consider minimum. So you can ask how exactly we'll come to know the maximum and minimum. While solving the problem, a one node consisting of two different arrows. So here you will get two different LFTs and two different ESTs. So that time you need to select the maximum and minimum. So once we'll study that problem, these things will get covered. Okay, and next, here it is there. While calculating that EST from the network diagram, okay, so while calculating EST value from the network diagram, whenever more than one activities are ending at a node, so there we should choose the maximum EST value. So if one node consisting of two different activities and two different ESTs are coming there, so in that two different ESTs we need to choose the maximum value. Okay, and similarly while calculating LFT from the network diagram, we need to consider the minimum LFT value. So whenever you will get two different activity which are ending at the same node, there you will get two different LFTs, right? So in that two different LFTs, you need to consider the minimum value. Okay, and here the last node, one more point, that is here last node maximum EST will remains same for that node's LFT. Means whatever you will get at the end node. So here you will get one EST will be there, right? And LFT will be there, right? So here whatever you will get the EST value, suppose if you get as a 40, that same 40 value it should come for LFT. So that's the rules for this particular network diagrams problems. Okay, so whatever you will get the maximum EST value, the same value you will consider as LFT. So we'll study that one in the problem. Okay, and one more important thing, you are filling the two different time estimates which you have found out by the network diagram. So as per the rules, we will find out EST value and LFT value by using the network diagram. Okay, so how exactly you need to consider that network diagram, I mean that time estimate values. Suppose if you get an activity like this, so this is from node 1 to node 2, it's one activity, and here the time estimates we will write. So this particular path, whatever it will come, so this value we can consider as EST, and this value we will consider as LFT. Okay, so make sure that no matter what you will get here, no matter what you will get here, but while selecting EST and LFT values, you need to choose this particular method. Okay, so we'll solve one problem now, so that these all queries or whatever the questions you will be having, that one it will gets clear. But make sure that you need to concentrate each and every minute of this session, so that things will get clear, else everything will get confused. Okay, so this is the first problem. So these problems are very simple if you understand it by thoroughly. Okay, so this project consisting of this following activities, right? So this activity is denoted with the node numbers, that is 10 to 20. It carries around 13 durations, 13 days of durations. Whether it is a days, whether it is a weeks, years, not a matter for us. Only the thing is that duration is mentioned with the numbers, so we'll carry with the numbers itself. So here activities are denoting by using node number, that is 10 to 20 is the first activity, so that carries around 13 days of duration, and similarly 10 to 30 12 days, and 20 to 40 2 days, 30 to 40 8 days, and then 20 to 50 15 days, and then 40 to 50 2 days. Okay, so these are the questions what they have given through that. So now what you are going to do, first you need to draw the network diagram, which one you have already studied how to draw the network diagram, and you need to calculate the critical path. So after drawing that network diagram, you will get different paths which will start and end at a different paths. So within that start and end path, you will get the different paths. That one you will note down, and you need to find out the path which carries the maximum duration. Okay, and then after that you need to calculate EST, EFT, LST, LFT, and total float. Okay, clear? You need to find out these things in this session. Okay, so now we'll move further. Just you look at the screen first, later you can solve by using the conditions whatever they have given. First I will solve, so that the things will get clear. So if you start solving along with me, the things will get confused if you have missed certain points. Okay, so now I will draw the network diagram now. So the first condition, that is 10 to 20, that carries 13 days of duration. Okay, this is the first activity you can consider, that is this is 10 and this is 20. Okay, so I have given through the node numbers, so compulsorily you need to draw an arrow mark there, not only the just line, and that carries 13 days of duration. So if they have not given the activity name here, directly you can write time durations on top of that. If they have given the activity, you will write the activity here and duration at the bottom. This is the first condition. And second one is 10 to 30, it's 12. So here you can write, that is 10 to 30, 10 is already there, so this is 10 to 30, so it carries around 12 days. The slides and whatever I am writing, it's visible, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. So this is the second condition now, right? So activity 10 to 30, it carries 12 days, right? So we have given as per this. And third one is 20 to 40. So I will write 20 to 40 in this way, right? So activity 20 to 40, that carries how many days? 0 2 days. Okay, this is 0 2 duration, right? And then third condition is satisfied. And fourth one is 30 to 40. Already nodes are there, just you need to draw an arrow here. Okay, so 30 to 40, it carries around 8 days. Okay, and 30 to 40 is over. And next 20 to 50, I can draw in this way, right? So this is 20 to 50. Okay, so this is 20 to 50. It carries around 15 days of duration. Okay, and last 40 to 50, that is already nodes are there. Just it is 40 to 50. It carries around 2 days of duration. So till now it's understood. Is there any doubt while drawing the network diagrams?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
So for everyone, it's clear until here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
now we will find out the different paths. So first question is you need to find out the critical path. So the first path is, I think someone is getting echo, I think. Okay. So first path, that is start from 10. You can see here from 10 to 20 and 20 to 50. So this is the first path. So I can make it as 10, 20 to 50. Okay. So this is the first path. And second one, it's 12. Sorry. It's 10. The path name 10, 20, and then 40, and then 50. Okay, so this is the second path, 10, 20, 40, and 50. So this is the second path since from starting till end here. Okay, and third one is this way, 10, 30, 40, 50. So only three paths you can get here. So you need to check how many possible paths are there. That is 10, 30, 40, and then 50. So these are the three different paths you will get from this network diagram. Okay. So now you need to find out the durations for this. So 10 to 20, it is 13 days. So I will write it as a 13 days. And then 20 to 50, it is 15 days. So plus 15 days. Yes.
28 days.
Okay. Very good. It's 28 days. Okay. And similarly, next one, it is 10 to 20. It's sorry, 10 to 20, it's 13 plus 2 plus 2, total how much it is? 17, right? Total 17 days. 13 plus 2 plus 2. Okay. The third path, 12, 8, 2. That is 10 to 30, it is 12 plus 30 to 40, it is 8, and 40 to 50, it is 2. It is total 22 days. So you need to check all these three durations and you need to select the maximum one. Okay. So this particular path we can consider as critical path. Understand how exactly we need to calculate the critical path. So after that you need to highlight this path from your pen or pencil so that it's like highlighting the things as a critical path. Okay, so in this particular network diagram, the path which shows 10 to 20 and 20 to 50 acts as the critical path. Okay, so till now it's understood. Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
No. Okay, so here you have satisfied first two. Can please someone mute that? Okay, so now you have satisfied the first condition, that is draw the network diagram. You have already drawn, and calculate the critical path. It's done. Yes. Okay, now the remaining thing is you need to find out EST, EFT, LST, and LFT value. So that one you need to find out. Okay, so here you can see this, the same network diagram. It comes in this way, right? So here like this. Understand? Whatever we have drawn here, the same network diagram is there. Okay. Now what you need to do? You need to find out the time estimates in this. So can everyone see the letters as well as the numbers from this slide, or they are very small?
Visible, sir.
It's visible, right? Okay. Thank you. So now you need to prepare one table now. So this is most important thing. 1 minute. Just give me few seconds. Okay, I will resume this session. So now you need to draw a one table. So it consisting of activity, duration, earlier start time, that is EST, and then EFT, earlier finish time. And soon after this EFT, I am writing here LFT. I'm not writing LST. Make sure that first you need to write it as LST. Sorry, LFT. Instead of LST, we are writing here LFT value. So no matter if you write here LST also, no problem. But the thing is like, you're not supposed to write the LFT values there. Clear? And then LST value, and then total float. That one denoted by FT. Clear? So here, as we have discussed in the keynotes, this EST value and this LFT value, we are finding it out by the network diagram, whereas this EFT value, just by using the formula, we are writing here. Okay, and similarly this EFT value and this LST value, we will just take the formula and then we'll write the values. Okay, so we'll start. First we'll fill the values here. Okay, so listen here carefully. So earlier start time at the beginning of a network diagram, always it will be 0. So no matter when you are going to start, that earlier start time, it acts as the 0 only. Okay, so now what you need to do, first I am filling the top row, I mean the top portion of this square box for every activity or for every node. So here for every node you need to draw this one box. Okay, so here I have drawn for this node, here, here, and then here. So for every node I am drawing this box. So I can easily calculate LST and LFT values. So first, what I am doing here, look at the screen. This 0 value and then plus duration, I can write it as here. 0 plus 13, it will become 13. Okay, and here similarly 0 plus 12, I can write it as 12 here. Till now it's understood? Just I am filling the boxes here. No need to worry about EST as well as LFT values. I am just filling out the boxes and then I am going to consider EST value and LFT value. Clear? So first I am filling the boxes here. 0 plus 13, it will be 13, and 0 plus 12, it becomes 12. Okay, and now you need to consider this value for further calculation. For example, now 13 plus 2, it becomes 15. So here I am writing that 15. I will tell you why. So 13 plus 2, it becomes 15, and similarly 12 plus 8, it becomes 20. So here you got two values, 15 and 20. Correct? So as per the rules and regulations, here you can check while calculating the EST from the network diagram, whenever more than one activities are ending at a node, there we should choose maximum EST value. So in this particular path, in this particular node, right? So here you got two EST value. One is 15 and one is 20. So we need to choose the maximum duration, that is 20 here. Clear? Understand now how exactly we need to find out. So this one we need to consider the maximum value, and here LFT value we need to consider minimum value. Okay, so first I am finding out this particular part, EST. Okay, so now in this 15 to 20, 20 is the maximum, so that I can fix that 20 here. Okay, only on the top portion. And now coming to the sorry for the interruption. So coming on to the top row, that is top arrow. Now 13 plus 15, it will be how much? 28. Okay, and now you need to consider whatever the values you have filled from the box. You are not supposed to consider 15 here. Okay, you're not supposed to consider one more value. You need to consider the box value itself for the further calculation. That is 20 plus 2, it becomes how much? 22. So here also you got two values, because this particular node ending at two different activities, so you will get two different EST. So again we need to choose the maximum one, that is 28. Okay, so understand now? Is there any doubt till here? If you have not understood, or if you are not following, please let me know so that I can restart the things. Can I repeat this, or shall I move further?
Sir, repeat, sir.
Okay, I repeat once again. Okay, we were at this slide, right? So first we need to draw the table. We'll start from the table. So that starts from activity, duration, EST value, EFT value, LFT, LST, and at last total float. So you need to prepare this particular table. Okay, and now what I am doing here, I will come to this network diagram, and first I am going to fill these boxes. No need to worry that which value we can consider EST value and which value we can consider LFT value. However, we are not writing in this table right now. So first just we are filling these boxes which are there for each and every node. So first for each and every node I am drawing these boxes. I will draw this for every node. And now before starting the calculation of EST value, at the earliest start time for first activity, it acts as 0. It will come 0 as always. So no matter what are the conditions are there, so always you need to place 0 here. Okay, So first value, you are starting by today in the sense it's 0 only because earlier start time. How much early you can start that? So that one it will become 0. So now what I am doing, just I will take this value from this box plus this 13. 0 plus 13, it will become 13. I am writing at this box. Okay, so 0 plus 13 because it carries from node 10 to node 20. Okay, so that durations we need to consider. So 0 plus 13, it becomes 30. And then 0 plus 12, I can write it as 12 here. Okay, and now moving on to the further part, if you need to fill it the further boxes, you need to consider the values which we have filled from the previous boxes. Okay, the values whatever we have filled from this box, that value only we can consider, we should consider for further calculation. So now 13 plus 2, it becomes 15. I can write separately because I will get two values here, and among that I need to select the maximum value. 12 plus 8, it becomes 20, right? So among these two, 20 is the maximum one, so that I can fix it in the box. Just fix it in the box, that maximum value. And now moving on to the further activity, that is 13 plus 15, it becomes 28. Okay, comma. And here one more value will come, that is 20 plus 2, it will be 22. Okay, so in among these two, 28 is the maximum one, so that I can write 28 in the box. So understand, those are not understood, it's understood now or not?
Yes, sir.
It's audible, right? Shakir?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Yes, yes, okay. Now, last node EST you will get in the box. Suppose you got 28 here. This is the last node. The same 28 you need to consider here. So now this part is over. Whatever it will comes from the forward motion. So this part is over. Now we need to move from this part to end to start, from here to here. Now we will go in a reverse order. Okay, just follow the things carefully. While coming from EST, just we have done the addition part with the duration. Okay, for example, 0 plus 13, we wrote it as a 13. Now we need to come in a reverse mode. Along with that, we need to deduct it, means we need to minus that duration. I will tell you how. See here, 28 minus 2, how much it is? 26. Okay, directly I am writing because while coming in a reverse order, only one node which is going to be end here. Okay, 26. And here 28 minus 15, how much it is? I am writing here 13 separately because here two nodes are, two activities are ending at this part. They are coming while coming in a reverse order. There are two activities we can see here. So I will write only 13 at the 13 separately. Now 26. So in this 26, I can deduct this 2. How much it is? 24. Clear? So now see here, you got 13, you got 24. You need to select the minimum value here. Which one? The minimum value. Because we are coming in a reverse order, you need to select the minimum LFT value, that is 13. So while coming from forward motion, you need to select the maximum value. Whereas while coming in a reverse mode, you need to select the minimum value. Make sure that you should keep these things in the mind. Okay, so now it is 13. Clear? Now take this value 26 minus 8. How much it is? 26 minus 8. 18, right? I can write 18 here directly because only one node which can touch this. Only one activity, it can touch this node. Clear? And now take this 18 minus 12. One value will get as 6, and one more. This 13 minus 13, it becomes 0. So in 6 and 0, we need to select the minimum value. It has 0. Understood? Or can I repeat this?
Understood, sir. Easy.
It's easy, right? While going from forward motion, you need to add the duration part, and while coming in a reverse order, you need to deduct that duration part. Okay, and here you need to select the maximum values whenever you will get two different activities are ending at the node, and here you need to consider the minimum values which are ending at two different activities or more than two are coming. You need to select the minimum values there. Okay, and to cross check this, always these two, it should come 0 only. So if you get 6 or 8 here, so somewhere you have done the mistake, again you can go back and again you need to recheck that. Okay, so like that, this is like a check. Okay, till now it's understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so now moving on to the next part, such as I need to draw the, I need to write the EST value and LFT values. Okay, so listen here carefully. To write this EST value and LFT value, you need to consider only the box values, which will comes in the network diagram. While writing this EST values and LFT value in the table, only you need to select the box values. For example, now 10 to 20 is there. Leave about this duration. So where it is 10 to 20. So I will show you one example. I will show you here. Okay. So this is 10 and this is 20. Okay. So whatever the box values will come here. Suppose it's got box in this way. Okay. So here also it got a box in this way. So here, which are the values are there? Here it is 0 and here it is 0, and similarly here it is 13 and here it is 13. Okay, so no matter whether you got here two values such as 24 as well as 13, leave about this 24 part. Only you need to consider the box value what we got finally. Okay, so that value you should write. So I told you the keynotes, right? So suppose you got the activity, boxes in this way. The first, this particular portion or this particular value we need to consider as EST value, and this particular part we need to consider as LFT value. Okay, so now the same rule will apply here. So for 10 to 20, what is the EST value? Can someone? Now for 10 to 0, this value you need to consider. So this is a 0 value. No matter what you will get here or no matter what you will get here, for 10 to 20, EST will be this value. So this particular box value. So I can write it as 0 here. Okay. And similarly, later we can write this LFT value. This particular value. First we'll write only the EST values. Okay. Now for 10 to 30. So now this is 10 and this is 30. Consider only the box values. So for this is the EST value. So I can write it as a 0. This particular 0 value I wrote here. Okay. And moving on to the next one. Now look at here. 20 to 40. Right. So this is 20. Right. And this is 40. So these are the two box values. Right. This is the first box for 20. For this 20, you need to refer this box, and for 40, you need to refer this box. So 20 to 40, EST value will be 13. Understanding now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. This is 13. And moving on to the next activity, that is 30 to 40. So this is 30 and this is 40. For 30, 12 is the EST value, so I am writing as 12. Clear? And for 20 to 50, what will be the EST? Can someone?
13.
13. So for 20 to 50, these are the two boxes. So 13 is the EST value. I will write as 13. Okay. And now 40 to 50, this is
20.
very good. 40 to 50, 20 is the, this value is the EST value. Sorry, I should write as 20. So, 20, right? Okay. Okay, right. And now you got to know how exactly we need to draw the, we need to select the EST values, this particular EST values. Clear? Is there any doubt in this? Yes, please. Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
No, fine. Now, EFT is very easy to find out. So this EST, so now no need to look at the diagram, network diagram here. Just this EST value, that is 0 plus 13. How much it is? 13. No need to see the network diagram. Directly you can substitute by using the table. So only I told this EST values and LFT values, they will find out by network diagram, whereas this EFT and LST values will find out by using table. Okay, so on bottom portion what I wrote here, so there you will come to know. So right, so this EST value, right, this one you will find out from, sorry, this EST value you will find out from network diagram, and this EFT value by using this formula, that is from table, and again this latest start time also will find out by table, and then LFT value by using the network diagram. Okay, so now how much it is? 12, right? EST 12 plus 0 12, and 2 plus 13, it is 15. 8 plus 12, it is 20, and then 15 plus 13, 28, and then 20 plus 2, 22. Till now it's understood. Is there any doubt? Yes, can I move ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Yes, thank you. Now, again, we'll come back to the network diagram. That is, we'll find out LFT now. That is latest finish time. Okay. So, as I told, for 10 to 20, we need to consider this one as the EST value, and look at here, whatever I am making the circle. So, this particular value we can consider as LFT value. Clear? So, this value we can consider as LFT. So now 10 to 20, 13 will be the LFT. Clear? Understand? And similarly for 10 to 30, what is the LFT value?
18.
18. This value we should consider for 10 to 30. For 10 to 30, these two boxes. So for that we should consider 18. Okay, now moving on to the next activity, 20 to 40. So this is 20 and this is 40. What is the LFT value now?
26.
26, very good, 26. And similarly for 30 to 40, this is 30.
26.
Very good, 26. Okay. Now, next 20 to 50.
28.
28.
28. Very good. Now 40 to 50.
28.
28. Okay, till now it's understood how to select the LFT values from the network diagram. Excuse. Okay. So now again the things are similar. No need to refer the network diagram now. To calculate the LST value, just use this formula, that is LFT minus duration. So this LFT minus duration, 13 minus 13 will be, 13 minus 0 will be 18 minus 0. 18. Yes, you can answer. 26 minus 2. 26 minus 8, it's 18. Okay. And then 28 minus 15, it's 13. Okay. And this 28 minus 2, it's 26. Yes.
Sir, the duration is given, no, sir? So it's 13 minus
13
30, 0.
Okay, okay, okay. LFT minus duration, right? Okay, 13 minus 13, it's, oh, I have made it as minus EST, right? Sorry, you need to deduct the duration part. Okay, I will erase this. I have considered the wrong table. Okay, so LFT minus duration 13 minus 13, it will be 0, and then this 13 minus 13. So this value you need to consider, not this EST value. LFT minus duration, it is 13 here. So 13 minus 13, it's 0. And then 18 minus 12, it's 6. And then 26 minus 2, it's 24. Correct? And 26 minus 8, it's 18. And then 28 minus 15, it's 13. And then 28 minus 2, it's 26. Okay, so till now it's understood. LST by using this formula will calculate, that is LFT minus duration. Okay, now total float. So to find out this total float, we are having the formula, that is either we need to deduct this LFT minus EFT or else LST minus EST. You can use any formula and you will get the same results. So to cross check, we'll do one thing. The first formula, by using this, I'm going to write here. Okay, so by using this formula, I'm going to write here. So just we'll cross check those things. Okay, by using LFT minus EFT, this LFT minus EFT, it will be 13 minus 13, it's 0. 13 minus 13, it's 0. And 18 minus 12, it's 6. And 26 minus 15, how much it is? 11.
11.
Very good. 11. And then 26 minus 20, it's 6. Okay. And then 28 minus 28, it's 0. And then 28 minus 22, it's again 6. Okay. So this is by using the first formula, that is LFT minus EFT. Okay. And you can use this formula also, but we'll get the same results. Else somewhere you have done the mistake. That one you need to make it as a clarifier. Okay. So now we'll use this formula, that is LST minus EST. LST is 0 minus LST is 0 here minus this value 0. It becomes 0 only. And then 6 minus 0, it becomes 6. And then 24 minus 13, it becomes 11. And then 18 minus 12, it's 6. And then 0 minus, sorry, LST is 13 minus 13, it will be 0. And then at last 26 minus 20 will be 6. So you can check this, you will get the same results. Okay, so the results, it won't get vary with total float. You can use any one formula in this. Just to give you the clarification, I have used both formulas. In exam, you can use only one, so that you can save your time. Either you can use this formula or this. If you want to cross check your answers, you can do the both one, so that you will get the clarifications about your answers. Okay, so this is the end of the problem 1. So if you are having any doubts, you can ask. Till now it's understood?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now moving on to the next problem, that is problem number 2. Just take your pen and paper, or else you have drawn these things, the network diagram and time estimates, how exactly it will come, or so we'll solve one more problem so that one you can make it as a copy. Okay. So this is problem second, a project consisting of following activities. That is 1 to 2, it takes 10 days of duration. 1 to 3, it is 20. 3 to 5, it is 8. Like that. The different activities which are denoted by the nodes. Okay. So now the questions how they have given here. So last time they have given individually, like you need to calculate the critical path, you need to calculate EST, LFT, so many terminologies, whatever we have discussed till now. But here directly they have given activity floats. So it includes, if you want to calculate the activity floats, you need to draw the network diagram here. So it's must. So that one no need to give as a individual questions. Without network diagram, you can't calculate the activity floats. Okay. So the first question is done. And then directly they have given critical path. So you need to find out the critical path. So if you want to find out the activity floats, if you want to find out the total floats, you need to calculate all these terminologies, that is EST, LFT, EST, EFT, and then LST, LFT, all those things you need to find out. So only if they have given the questions like this, you need to again find out all these aspects. Okay. So just they have changed this question. So keep in your mind. Now, by using this network diagram, by using these conditions, just draw the network diagram. Okay. Draw it and just show me once. It's a bit similar. Only the thing is, you will have a dummy activity here. Just we'll see who will solve this.